Hey guys, Gina here. I'm going to take a break from Load right now and make a layout. I ordered the entire Dear Lizzie 5th and Frolic collection from Scrapbook Steals, and I don't even have the packing slip to tell you how much all of this cost, but I really like this collection and I wanted it. So I ordered it from Scrapbook Steals, and since it just came in, I want to play with it. So I'm going to Scrapbook. This is my newest niece. This is Audrey Genevieve, and I'm hoping that I find some kind of stickers to spell out her name that have enough E's in it. I'm sorry. So here is the picture of the day she was born. She was born on November 10th. So she's my newest little niece. And for the supplies I'm going to use for this layout, it's pretty much all Dear Lizzie. I'm going to use this paper from 5th and Frolic. This is Autumn Avenue, and I'm going to use this yellow, and there's a lot of little sayings on this paper, but I'm probably just going to mat this photo on there, so I don't, the words, I mean, some of them go with the picture, but not a lot of them, so I'm just going to mat. I needed some yellow. And then I'm going to use this paper, and this is Memory Lane. So this is the pink version of this yellow. It's got all of those words lined on it, but I'm going to use this side with the tone-on-tone pink little flowers. And then for my background, well, one of these is going to be my background, either the polka dots or the flowers, but I'm more leaning towards the polka dots as my background and the flowers is more my accent piece of paper. But this one is Dreamy Drive, and I'm going to use these soft multicolored polka dots, and that's the papers. And then I have all of the ribbon, and I'm going to try to just move this so that the packaging is quite loud. There we go, kind of. So you have some glitter ribbon in there, and then there's some solid ribbon, some small polka dots. I really like these. I don't know if you can see it, but they're different colors with little hearts on them. And then these are two-tone, so you have like a light pink and a dark pink, and there's a darker, it's like a, I don't know, fuchsia maybe, and then gray. So all of the ribbon I have. I pulled out the tags and the chipboard pieces, the chipboard shapes, and I don't know if there's anything in these that I'm going to use, but I have them sitting out. And then I have what are these? These are the accent stickers. And I am loving this gold, like, lame that she's included in this this collection. So I think I'm going to use this one that says "Oh So Lovely." I really like that one. And just bring some of that gold in. But I have those. I have these from October Afternoon. This is Ducks in a Row, and this is a very old collection, but I have the word stickers, and I'm very disappointed, but I think still I'll be able to use it. This sticker here that says "We've been waiting for you," I've really wanted to use this one for Audrey. So there's some blue in this polka dot paper, so I think, even though she's a little girl and we want pinks and all that, I think I still may be able to incorporate that into the layout. And let me see what else I got. I pulled out these. These are the letter stickers. And I'm thinking I'm going to use these white ones with the gold and to spell out her name. But again, I have to make sure Genevieve has a lot of E's in it. So I just want to make sure that I have enough E's to do Audrey and Genevieve. So it'll be the only time that her middle name is spelled out on a layout. And what else? And then the whole thing that inspired this entire layout was this hello phrase garland that came with that, oh my goodness, I can't even talk this morning. The phrase garland that says hello was the thing that launched this whole layout because I really liked, you know, hello, you're here. So anyway, that's where we're starting, and we'll see where we go from there. Thank you guys for watching. Hey guys, so like I said in the intro, I'm going to use this Dear Lizzie 5th and Frolic collection for this layout, and I cut the branding strip off of that polka dotted paper because I knew that's the paper that I wanted to use for the background. And now I'm going to mat this photo onto this yellow paper, and I'm matting it in a different way. Typically I'll put the picture up in the corner and then use some temporary adhesive to put the picture down, to put, to adhere the picture to the paper, and then just cut around it. That matting tool that I'm using there is 1/4 of an inch. So when I put the picture up in the corner and then use it, then I get 1/8 of an inch border all the way around the photo. For this, I wanted it to be more substantial, so I just used the matting tool all the way around the photo to give myself 1/4 inch border all the way around. So now I'm going to cut this floral paper, and that is going to take up most of the 12 by 12 sheet, and I'm going to border punch it using this American Crafts knockout border punch. And I couldn't figure out at first how to get those things in, and then I figure it out. And I'm not sure yet whether I like these knockout punches or not. I think they'll take up a whole lot less space than all the other punches that I have, but the jury's still out, so we'll see. So this it's a scallop with a little heart in the center of each scallop. So I'm gonna punch. I think I'm gonna punch the top and the bottom, or maybe just the bottom. So I decide that the paper is a bit too big. I don't want it to overpower the photo, and I definitely wanted to use this. It's kind of, what would you call that? Banner, I guess. It says hello, and that's the date that my niece was born. That's her newborn picture. So I definitely wanted to use that hello somehow, and I'm going to fiddle with this for quite some time trying to figure out how I want it to go. And I'm not sure in the end that I really like how it was placed, but it works. The layout's in the book. Well, let's be honest. The layout is in a pile ready to go in the book, but it is not in the book. I'm going to take a picture of the pile. Oh, I guess I don't punch the top of that. I could have sworn that I was going to put a border. Okay. Again, I'm narrating this video without having the layout in front of me, which is probably not a smart idea, but, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to go looking for that. No, I'm just kidding. But I made this layout quite a bit ago, and I'm finally sitting down. So this is not a layout I made for load. I am kind of in load overload. I love load, but it's a lot of work. I mean, I think it's easier if you just make the layout. I mean, I think you could make a layout every day and be okay, but doing the videos and all of that for 28 days it's a bit time consuming. But, you do what you do. Now, if I didn't have to work. If I didn't have to work, life would be good, huh? Didn't have to clean the house or do laundry or spend time with the husband. All those other things that take away from my scrapbooking time. No. I find it funny. It's like, okay, I go out and I spend all this time doing all these things to create things that, I can scrapbook, and then I don't have any time to scrapbook it. So, and our schedule is going to get really busy as the year goes on, so. Our schedule tends to slow down a bit in the fall and winter, and then during the summer it's just chaos. So, like the spring, once the weather starts getting warm, our schedule becomes just chaotic. So I pulled some of those tags from that. This is all Dear Lizzie 5th and Frolic. I had just received this. I had bits and pieces that I had purchased from 2Ps, and then they had on some daily deal site, they had the 5th and Frolic collection, the whole collection, except for that gold polka dot vellum, which I completely love. But anyway, I think I've already mentioned that. So I'm using some October Afternoon labels, and now I'm going to look at the chipboard shapes from this 5th and Frolic collection. But I had parts of this 5th and Frolic collection, and then it was on the daily deal site, and I ordered it, and so I was excited to use it, and it worked out perfectly with my newborn baby girl. Look at her. She's gorgeous. I have to be honest, as far as newborns go, she's pretty cute. Because some newborns, they're just not cute. I have perfected the, oh, isn't it cute? Isn't the baby cute? Where I'm like, that baby ugly. But you know. So I'm laying down, I do this a lot. I tend to layer tags. Um, so I'm gonna use the one, or, um, didn't put it quite where I wanted it. I'm just deciding where I want my photo, and then I will put the tag in. And then I cut that second tag, and again, I always pop the top of my tags up off the page using foam adhesive. And I cut that other tag in half, and I'm gonna spread it across the bottom of the, so it looks like an abnormally long tag. And I use that sticker that says "We've been waiting for you," and the little heart shape from Dear Lizzie, and some more words from that October afternoon sticker sheet. Popping that heart up on some pop dots. And using some of these Dear Lizzie stickers. I love those gold lame things. Like, absolutely love them. I have to tell you, if my husband and I ever have children and the baby's ugly, I'm just gonna come out and tell. I'm just gonna come out and tell people. Oh, you don't have to say it's cute. I know it's ugly. Oh, the baby's so cute. No, it's not. Taking that little border, and I do end up using it. I took it off the sticker sheet. And I don't know, have you guys found that the stickers in the new Crate lines and the new American Crafts lines don't have a lot, and I'm okay with this, they don't have a lot of stickiness to them. And I'm okay with that because I like to, I have to constantly pick things up and put them back down and all that kind of stuff. So it works out good for me, but. So here I'm taking some stamps. These are Martha Stewart Welcome Baby stamps. And I wanted to put her birth details on it. And the problem is it doesn't contain all of the information that I wanted to include on the tab. So I stamped it in a couple different colors of Memento ink. To see what was going to show up best on that tag. And then at the end, I don't use any of these stamps on the tag because they don't include all of the information that I want. So I just went to this other set, and there's a little strip of hearts there, a little thing that says it's a girl, and then the pounds and I think inches, the pounds, ounces, and inches. And then I'll just add her birth date and the time and things like that. I'll just write that on the tag myself. And I'm just laying, as you can see, I'm just laying out these stamps to see how I want them on the on the stamp. So that pink ink that I'm using is a bit too dark, so I'm doing secondary stamping. So I'll stamp it once, and then I'll stamp most of the ink off of it, and then stamp it onto the tag to make it a lighter color pink. And I drew lines on that tag to see if I could get those hearts to be a little like in a straight line. And my head's in the way. So I'm just looking for a marker now to do some journaling. And I'm coloring the edges of that tag with the marker. And it's funny, this is hilarious. I'm sitting there looking for a marker that's going to match this ink. I have the Memento stamp markers. Hello? I think if they're the same color, they're going to match. So, it was like a dull moment. I was like, oh, what are you doing? You have the Memento markers. Why are you trying to find the Stampin' Up, the American Craft stamp marker that's going to match? So I'm using this, that's from the Neapolitan collection from Dear Lizzie, to put the date on there, the date my little one was born. And now I'm just going to use that border sticker there to outline that tag a little bit. Bring that blue over from the one side to the other is basically what I'm doing there. And of course, it's a tag, so I gotta have my twine. Snip those ends off. And now I'm sitting and I'm looking and I'm thinking about what else the I was counting the number E's in her name because her middle name is Genevieve, so I really needed to count the number of E's, and I had to write her name out so that I knew how to spell it. So I'm just putting her name along this tag. And that will probably be the first and only time that her full middle name gets spelt out on a layout. It just uses up too many E's. Why don't my brother and sister-in-law consider these things when they are naming their kids? One of these days I'm eventually going to put that little border strip. There we go. So it's just bringing that blue color up into that upper right-hand corner is basically why I used that blue, that like seafoam, it's almost like seafoam green. And I added the time she was born next to that date stamp so that we can remember all of the details of her little birth. My husband and I were on our way into Red Robin to eat dinner. My brother called. We've got a baby. I was like, all right, we'll be down. Go see the baby. So now I'm just basically looking through and seeing if there's anything else for embellishments I want to add to this layout. Sometimes I don't know when it's done. Do you know what I mean? Like I sit and I look at it and I'm like, maybe it needs this, maybe it needs that. I'm not sure. And more often than not, I'm like, you know what? It's done. So I'm adding some lines here because I want to do some journaling. And I'm using my T-square ruler because if I don't use, and sometimes I'll just write directly on the layout and not put lines. Sometimes I don't even care, but my handwriting tends to slope down to the right. So if I don't put lines, it looks like a hill. My elementary school nuns would be so proud. I always got A's in penmanship. I was good in that class. It was religion that I don't know. And spelling, oh dear. I'm just erasing all of the lines on the layout now, and then that's going to be it. The layout is going to be done. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.